July 2019 Tarot Forecast. I will be using my transparent tarot cards. Oh wait, this is the part where I take a sample of your energy to use in the reading to find out what your month is going to look like. Are you ready? Okay. Now I'm ready. Alright, Leo. What are you expecting in July? What would you like to have happen in July? Do you want fortune? Romance? Maybe your birthday's at the end of the month. You're looking forward to that. Maybe you're expecting some good news, or you're going on vacation. So I see here the Nine of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. You feel like you've been left out in the cold, and it's stressing you out and you're losing sleep over it. How do I know? I'm a Leo, and when people are not paying attention to me, it really stresses me out. I fully confess. But there's more. And your birthday will be next month. I know some people don't look forward to their birthdays because they're getting older, but I think that you should always look forward to your birthday because you survived another year. Because look what else we have here. We have the Ten of Cups, which is all about amazing outcomes and getting everything that you want. And we have the Seven of Wands, which is all about defending your position, whether it is at work or this looks like excuse me. Okay, so this looks like either career or your life path. It doesn't look like a relationship reading. It looks like there's a situation maybe with a group of friends, or maybe in a creative endeavor or at work. You feel like you're being ignored and you're losing sleep over it, and you're going to have to defend your position, but there's going to be an excellent outcome to all of this. And we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is often depicted not even holding the reins of this horse. And the reason behind that is that he is very much controlled by his emotions. So rather than being the one who's driving, he's very much in the passenger seat when it comes to his emotions. And that makes a lot of sense in reference to what's going on down here with the reading. But as I said, I don't think that this is going to last for long. I think this might be a recurring theme for you throughout July, and that as it gets closer to your birthday, a lot of these things will work themselves out. Well, I had something jump out. What is it? Of course it is. This is the Strength card. This is your card in the tarot, and it represents not only the sign of Leo, but feminine power. You don't have to be a woman to have feminine power, by the way. And I think as it relates to everything else that you have going on here, as it relates to all these other things, it just goes to show how effective you're going to end up being this month and moving forward for the rest of the year. I know that this reading wasn't very long, so I hope you got out of it what you felt like you needed. But it was pretty straightforward, and didn't want to waste a bunch of time making up anything that wasn't true. But you can do some energy clearing. Gently blow some of these strands of this negative energy, all of those nightmare feelings, kind of clear some of that away. I know I personally had kind of a rough nightmare the other night, and it was about being chased by zombies. And at first it was just a couple of people that I and my friends knew had been infected by, oh, what is that? I knew that they had been infected by this zombie affliction, whether you believe it to be a virus or whatever. But they were just walking around and acting normal. And then, as it got further and further into the dream, I was noticing that people were in groups and they were like walking towards us. No one was really running, but they were just like steadily moving toward myself and my group of friends. And I was tired in my dream, and I felt like I wanted to take a nap, so I lay down on the sidewalk. And my friend pulled on me and she said, "We can't stop here. You have to keep going." And to have a dream like that was kind of upsetting because, of course, when you're in your dream, you don't want to feel exhausted while you're dreaming. But I may have mentioned before, because of my traveling to the astral plane in my sleep, most of the time involuntarily, sometimes my dreams get really weird, and I have to pay attention to what's going on. And then right at the end of the dream, I was in my old Pathfinder, and it wasn't spray painted or anything, and it hadn't been in the wreck. And all my friends were getting into the Pathfinder so we could escape from the zombies. And they were like surrounding the car, and everybody was getting into the car. And just as I was about to get into the car and close the door, my alarm clock went off, and I woke up. And just a small piece of information. I know that the dream was probably about an hour long because I remember waking up at 2 a.m. and I looked at my clock to see how much time I had left before my alarm would go off, and I saw that it was about an hour. So, it was just a really intense dream, and so definitely a lot of this reading resonates with me very deeply. And while I never wish bad things on anyone, I think that overall it'll be a good month, and that all the Leos out there are just dealing with things that all of us have to deal with from time to time, and that by the end of the month you will have come out on top. And thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you again soon.